So good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending in which part of the world you are at the moment. Today is Friday, 14th of May, and we have a very exciting guest with us today. He is Onesmus Okamar, a visual artist from Kenya. And we are so delighted to have a very colorful backdrop in my house and also at Okamar's studio. So very soon we are going to be sharing experiences. We're going to be talking about color, technique, also talking about influences and what is he doing at the moment. So with no more, we are going to welcome the very talented and compassionate and also committed visual artist from Kenya, Onesmus Okamar. Welcome. How are you, Okamar?
I'm good.
I'm so happy to see you and also to be today on the same space.
I'm happy to see you too with everyone else who is watching us live.
Thank you so much, Okamar. So let's start our conversation. Tell us, please, how everything started. How did you find out that you were interested to be a visual artist?
I grew up having this desire to do something with myself that we'll see. And after some time, back in primary school, in kindergarten actually, I was good in drawing. So most of my teachers could ever recommend other pupils to come and maybe learn from me, or I helped them whenever we were having anything to draw. And from after that, my uncle, I realized that my uncle is also an artist. So my grandma told him, yes, your nephew is good at drawing. So I started now following his footsteps, and I realized I needed to do more and more, because as time as time moved, I realized there is something more that I can do, having the influence from my uncle. And that's all.
So your uncle was the inspiration for you?
Yes.
Okay. So what was he, what kind of work was he doing on the visual arts world?
He was also doing classical paintings, and they really impacted something in me. And I felt like, oh, this is good, because at times, whenever I looked at his paintings, I could feel I also need to bring life when I paint. So I decided, let me give it a try and see what comes out of this. Yeah.
Was your early work similar to what are you doing now? Was different?
It was totally different, and I just realized there is a certain power and I think control that I cannot maybe fathom about it, because every time I start painting, I just find the direction from whatever I'm doing. I don't maybe copy from somewhere or someone, or maybe take a photo and come maybe copy and paint. It's a creation that comes from the painting, the canvas itself. It's like a transition. It's a transition actually that occurs. It's a transition. And yeah.
So at the beginning, like you said, you used to copy and you were inspired in other things, not your own ideas.
It was my own ideas. What I used to be following is knowing to maybe mix colors and giving life to my paintings, the characters I used to paint by then, and it's like they've been evolving, because when I started, some of them seemed to be lifeless, but at the moment you can see behind me now they are changing. Yeah.
And also behind me as well.
Yeah.
Okamar, your technique is acrylic, right?
At the moment I use oil on canvas alone.
Oil canvas. But your work in general is oil canvas, or you do acrylics as well?
It's quite some time, since around late 2017, I've not been so much into painting using acrylic.
Okay. So you've been working since 2017 oil canvas?
Yes.
Oil canvas. And what is the process? You know, because how long it take you to do one piece?
At times it can even take me 5 months plus.
Okay.
Because I don't know how all this happens, because every time I start painting, because whatever I paint, I never have in my mind what I'm going to paint, but it just evolves, and I just find whatever I want to paint when I'm in the process of painting. So in that process, I realized I start having a conversation with whatever I'm painting. It's like connection. And this connection, I learn from whatever maybe the process I'm working on, I learn something from it. And unless I've learned everything from maybe the painting that I'm working on, I cannot term it as a complete painting.
I also have been told by some of the people who see your work and admire your work that they're quite similar to the Ethiopian technique of the figures. Have you heard that as well?
Yes. And
the Gothic drawing, yeah.
So many people are connecting me there, and I've never been there. And
yes.
I have a friend from there whom I told I need to visit Ethiopia and Egypt. I need to learn maybe something about their culture or something about their history. Maybe it can connect me with all these that I've been doing, because everyone just connects me to.
With Ethiopia, right? Yeah. I also have been told, because of my paintings at home, some people say, yeah, they look like also the features of the women. You know, they could be from Eritrea, they could be from Ethiopia, because of the way of the eyes and the way you do their hair as well. Yeah, but no connection. So it came from you. It was your own idea.
Yes, you know, as I said, that it has been so like it's a process. So every now and then, like now every year, there is something new that comes in. I even don't plan for it to come, but I just find something new has come into my work. And with the headgears and all that, at times, I may decide, oh, I don't want today these to be seen, but everything will just come up having, everything will just come up with the gears and with the circles. Ever, they will just appear and in different form.
Yeah, it's very also moving. This is what I say, that you're a very compassionate artist, that you also take in consideration cultural elements, you know, like especially women's aspects and women's culture. So tell us something about that.
Personally, I have a strong feeling about women and their value, because to me, I value women so much, and I put them at the core of any transformation. That is what I've come to learn, because in many African cultures, women had that obligation of raising up children, making them or guiding them to follow a certain direction based on the principles that were in that community. And with my work, I'm taking people back to I'm taking people back to where we used to have our mothers teaching us the core values and directing children in their tender age before they later on get to adulthood, where now they get connected with the older generation. Maybe if it's boys now, they start maybe connecting with the men now. So in my work, I need my work to have a soothing effect, which only I think it's mothers that can have that soothing effect. I need my work to speak a soft and tender message to people around me. Yeah.
Tell me about the eyes. Why are the eyes always so open and expressive?
This is being focused. I really love being focused. And with the bold eyes, I think when I was so young, I thought people with bold eyes could see far than those with small eyes. So I think that just remained like that. And yeah.
Do they have like another meaning besides being focused? Do you have the feeling? Do they say something? The eyes?
Yes, the eyes. One, they bring about the message of being bold and focused and like trying to see or grasp something about the future.
Okay. Yeah. And tell me about the colors, the compositions.
Yeah, the colors at times they just come. They just come. I don't know why, because every time I feel like I need to paint, at times I sit down and start now feeling which color goes where. And this is also one of the things that at times takes a lot of my time, because I have to sit down and feel first, what is this color going to represent in this artwork? Because yes, I need everything to maybe go in place and don't conflict each other. And it takes time for me to achieve that.
Yeah. Since I met your work, I also noticed there is always like a sequence. For example, the painting behind me, we have a lot of circles. You know, we have circles of colors and also very specific shapes on the turbans. You know, they're also connected with the background of the painting, and the dresses of the women. You know, they also have circles around. So tell us something about this piece of work.
In that piece of work, the circles behind those that we can see and those that maybe we can't see properly, to me, a circle symbolizes something that doesn't have a beginning and the end. So whenever I paint any circle, I'm trying to say that this is something that we cannot actually deduce its beginning and its end.
Okay.
Yeah, and in this, whenever I paint one woman, it's something to deal with a secret. It's something that can be solved by oneself. And when I paint two, it's like one person, it's like one of them feels like, oh, this thing seems to be a burden to me. I can share it with somebody else. And when I paint three, it now comes to be like it's community stuff. And in this very painting, it's three women. So it's now like a society, and they are holding a drapery, which is, to me, the drapery, the red drapery, is like a certain goal that they are trying to follow up to achieve. And you can see all of them are facing towards the same direction. So they are united to achieve something.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
This is a very powerful piece. Okay, let me take the other one so that the people can also see it. Okay, what about this one?
Okay, that is about sharing, and again, it's the three women. It's now again, it qualifies to be now a community again. And they're having, one of them is having an instrument, musical instrument, and the others are having, these seem to be, I don't know what that thing in music, but they're having songs. I think it's songs. They're having, they're rehearsing about something. Something about my women is like, every time I paint them, they're looking forward to achieve something. They're always on purpose. And the purpose that guides them, they're not like, maybe people who will just sit and start maybe discussing things that don't add value. And every time I paint my women, there must be a core value that they possess. And in this, they're trying to rehearse about something, and they're sharing about something together. And in the background also, you can see the circles that don't have the beginning and the end.
And also they have flowers on the dresses. They all have the same dresses and the same blouses, right?
Yes.
Like a uniform.
Yes, they have a uniform. So also that brings about the message that whenever you need maybe something, you need to find somebody who has the same material as you do for you to achieve the something that you need. Because having a uniform means they're in one accord. They're not in discord.
They have a common purpose.
Yes.
Okay. What about the painting that is behind you?
Oh, this painting behind me, it's more of, the title of the painting is Behold. And Behold, when I painted this painting, I think it was after the pandemic had started and the restrictions were so tough, the guidelines and all that. And it was now, people were now starting to have the fear and all that. And I realized there is something in me that is trying to tell me something. And I painted Behold. And I think you can see there is some light at the corner somewhere there.
Okay, yes, can see it. Yeah.
And every one of them is facing towards the light apart from one person.
The one in the back.
Yes, the one at the back, the one with the brown hair.
Yes.
I don't know, and I painted that as a man, and he was like, he didn't recognize the light, and the other women recognized the light, and they are looking at it. So this was basically to tell that whenever, in whichever situation you are, be focused to see the positive out of whatever maybe is surrounding you. And you have to be so much, you must be like very fast. You must like, I don't know what I can say about it.
So you can be aware.
Yes, you must be aware and try to find something positive around you that you can hold on and for you to feel good. Yes.
Okay.
It's all about being positive. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yes, this is one of the things I love about your work. I have
Thank you.
the opportunity to meet you at the Kobo Trust. There is also a social enterprise who are supporting kids from vulnerable and difficult situations and educating them through training and capacity building and skills. And Kobo Trust, besides being an enterprise, is a travel agency. And they are a space that are hosting different artists to actually give them more opportunities to showcase work and sell their work. What can you tell us about the Kobo Trust?
The Kobo Trust has really impacted a lot of help to me as an artist and to other young children around that we have. They've really done a lot in supporting the children from the vulnerable communities around the slums in Nairobi. And with the pandemic and the major supporters who are the Kobo Safaris now not in place, it's becoming a bit tough that we were actually talking of how we can maybe see how we can also come on board and see how we can help the children that they are supporting at the moment.
Yeah. Okamar, tell us how many artists do they have at the moment? And who are they?
We are 8.
8. Who are they?
Onesmus Martin, Lemek Sompoika, and Pauline J here. We have Deng Chol and Nadia Wanjiru and David Toko.
Are they all Kenyans?
We have one South Sudanese. That's
one
Deng
South
Chol.
Sudanese artist. Yes. Tell us about the exposition space, because they also have an exhibition area.
Yes, they have the exhibition area. I'm actually in that exhibition area at the moment.
Ah, you're having an exhibition yourself?
No.
No? You're broadcasting from the exhibition space?
Yes.
Ah, okay, fantastic. Is possible that you can move with the camera so they can see? Or it's difficult?
Okay. I don't know.
Probably you just can turn it a little bit and see if they can check it out.
Okay.
Okay, yes, so you can see. Yeah, they usually host workshops. They also have activities like dancing, singing. There is one more painting from Okamar. Yeah. And these are all blonde ladies in this case. And this is, so you can have an idea of how the exhibition. Yeah, who's this?
That's Onesmus Martin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this still him.
This is also from him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Kamar. Perfect. So I think it would be nice if you can, when you come back to your seat, you can share with us how is this. Very nice.
Still Onesmus?
Yes.
And this is also him.
Uh-huh. So they're getting the exhibition ready?
Not really. I think at the moment he had just brought his artworks here
for storage.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is by Cyrus Kabiru. This is one of the most collected artists now in Africa.
And he's in sculpture, right?
Yeah. He's represented by Smart Gallery, South Africa. And this is also Onesmus.
Okay.
Yeah. Here at the.
Okay. Thank you, Kamar. Yeah. You know, I think we're 5 minutes away to finish with your 30 minutes. It will be nice if you can tell us where people can find you, what are your expectations for the rest of the year? What are you working on at the moment? And what is the future if you are projecting in your life?
Let me maybe start with talking about my future. I'm really thinking of also supporting other fellow artists, and I've been having so many artists trying to look upon me. And at the moment, the only thing that maybe artists lack within that I can help them with is maybe finding them a space where they can where they can work from. And if I find a place for them, that will be something so much remarkable, because it will help them recognize themselves and also do something for themselves. So I'm working on getting maybe land somewhere and build my own studio and work from there together with some other fellow artists.
Okamar, we have here a message from a friend called Subrata De from India, and she says, salute you both. Creativity and improvisation is the rest artwork. It's changed as per time and era and human life maturity. Real artistic artwork. Do you use charcoal artwork? She's asking if you use charcoal.
Yes, at times I use charcoal when I'm starting to sketch.
Okay. So Subrata, now you can hear from Okamar that he is using charcoal for the sketches. Thank you so much for your message and your good energy. Okamar, we are almost ready to end. We have 2 minutes. Will you be please so kind to give a positive message to the new generations about how art can transform communities and bring hope and also opportunities?
Yes, what I can say is if you hold on to the positive part of your life, you'll realize a greater potential in your life. And you've got to let go anything that brings down your morale and focus on the positive side of everything that you think you can achieve. Everything you think of positively can be achieved. The opposite is also that everything negative that you keep on thinking about can also be achieved, and that is the worst. You better hold on to the positive side, keep your dreams alive and your hopes strong, and let them go beyond the roof. And with time, you'll find yourself having achieved them.
Okamar, thank you. Thank you for your great spirits, your beautiful energy, your amazing work, your commitment to the community. And I know someday you will be in Ethiopia to see why is that connection. Is something there. You'll be surprised.
Exactly.
I have not had the opportunity to go there either, but I'm going to start also doing my research. And when I find something, I'll share it with you. Thank you so much, Okamar. Blessings. You can find him in Facebook and Instagram under Onesmus Okamar, you know, and you can actually also acquire his work. I'm so happy and blessed that I met him. And before I left Kenya, I have the pleasure to get his paintings. They were the last pieces. They went into my container and they are going to be traveling with me during my whole time. Thank you, Okamar. We are now getting ready to welcome Mayan Roots from Honduras. Is also a social enterprise who specializes in handmade shoes, bags, and accessories. So see you at 10 o'clock Bangkok time, 9 a.m. Honduras time. And we say goodbye to Onesmus Okamar from Kenya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
See you.
See you. God bless you.
The same.
Thank you.